Assalamu alaikum dear aspirants. Today I invite you to step into the shoes of millions of Pakistanis who awaken every morning uncertain if they will find enough water for even a single cup of tea or for their daily ablutions. Imagine children walking kilometers under the scorching sun to fetch water, or farmers watching their crops wither due to parched fields. The water crisis in Pakistan is not a distant challenge, it's a daily battle for survival and dignity, shaping the future of our economy, our food security, and our very social fabric. Let us explore these urgent issues together, not as a distant observers, but as a responsible citizens with the power to shape change.
Pakistan twin crises are converging with terrifying speed. A spiraling economic collapse and a catastrophic water shortage. The Indus River, lifeblood of the nation, is shrinking fast. Mangla and Tarbela, Pakistan's main reservoirs, are barely half full, with water levels plunging toward dead level just as the critical Kharif crop season begins. Rice, cotton and sugarcane, the pillars of Pakistan's agriculture and foreign exchange, now face ruin, threatening food security and export earnings at a moment when the country can least afford another shock. Punjab, the breadbasket of Pakistan, is suffering the most.
So at this point, the question that arises is, what is the water crisis in Pakistan? Pakistan is now one of the most water-stressed countries in the world. Per capita water availability has dropped by over 70% in the last 7 decades, falling below 1017 cubic meters, well under the global scarcity threshold. The Indus River Basin provides over 90% of the water surface, tightly linking our agriculture and drinking water supplies to the single climate vulnerable source. So causes of water crisis: population growth, climate change, poor water management, transboundary tensions, pollutions, etc. So causes of the water crisis are population growth. Pakistan population has soared from 34 million at independence to over 250 million today. So this exponential growth has created relentless demand for water. Erratic rainfall, melting glaciers, recurrent floods, and devastating droughts have disrupted traditional water cycles and tortured the land with both scarcity and surplus. Outdated irrigation systems, overexploited groundwater, insufficient water storage, only a 30-day buffer versus the global standard of 120 days, and rampant wastage cripple water security. Over 75% of Pakistan's renewable water originates outside its borders, mostly India, making it vulnerable to upstream use and diplomatic disputes. So only 13 out of 53 water plants in Islamabad and Rawalpindi provide clean water. A lack of water, proper sewage and industrial waste treatment has led to widespread contamination, increasing health risk. So how water scarcity impacts everyday life? Health: nearly 80% of Pakistanis must drink contaminated water, leading to disease like cholera, cancer. Then food security: even with the 97% of water used in agriculture, declining water availability directly threatens food production, especially wheat, Pakistan's staple crop. Then major cities including Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad and Rawalpindi face chronic shortages with water sometimes supplied only a few hours per day. Young girls may walk several kilometers daily just to fetch water, missing out on education and opportunities. Consider Fazana, a 12-year-old from rural Sindh, who until recently walked 7 kilometers daily to fetch water for her family, missing school and risking her safety along the way. Or reflect on farmers in Punjab standing in dry fields, praying for the water that once arrived with certainty and now comes rarely, if at all. So at this point, the question that arises is, what can be done? Modernize irrigation, invest in storage, protect groundwater, urban water reforms, raise awareness, regional cooperation. So shift to water efficient methods like drip and sprinkler systems, replacing old flood irrigation that waste precious resources, and build new and maintain existing dams to store flood water for drought periods. Enforce regulations to prevent over extractions and contamination of underground reserve, upgrade infrastructure, eliminate leaks, and combat water mafias in major cities. So foster public and political commitment to water conservation, equitable distribution, and climate adaptation at every level. Strengthen transboundary water agreements to ensure stable flow, especially in the Indus Basin. So, dear CS aspirants, the challenge of Pakistan water crisis is immense, but so is our collective capacity to respond. Water is not just a resource; it is the heartbeat of our nation, the thread that weaves together our health, prosperity, and unity. As future policy makers, writers, and leaders, the solutions begin with our awareness, advocacy, and action. The next drink of clean water, the future bounty of our fields, and the promise of a healthy nation depend on our resolve today. So let us become the voices and the hands that turn crisis into opportunity and ensure water security for every Pakistani now for the generations to come. Now I would like to ask you a few questions about this topic and I would love it if you could share your answers in the comment section. So have you or your loved ones faced water shortage in your city or village? How did it affect your daily life? What practical steps do you think we as individuals or as a community can take to conserve water? And do you believe the water crisis is discussed enough in the media and by policy makers? Why or why not? I want to hear your stories and insights. Please write your answers in the comments below. Even one line can help others be more aware. Your comment could help someone realize they are not alone or inspire solutions. So let's start a real conversation below. Type your thoughts, answer any of the questions, or add your experiences. I will personally read and reply to as many as I can.